On Wednesday afternoon, a loaded truck lost control and crashed into a number of vehicles and motorcycles that were held up at the Chira Road intersection traffic lights. Police confirms that 2 people were killed and 27 were injured as a result of the accident.
And the 2 Damulira, Judy, and Musmenta, Philippa, they died at the hospital.
VICENT ATUHURA, the training manager at Prestige Driving School, explains what would have caused this accident.
It lost control. That is clear. Cause number 1. It must have lost pressure. The brakes must have failed. For the brakes to fail, the driver must have free-wheeled. Double. They must avoid free-wheeling.
ATUHURA adds that the truck driver could have done something to alert those ahead of danger to prevent or minimize damage.
The driver should have switched on the lights or the hazards to warn all the drivers ahead and hoot vigorously so that everybody can go out of the road.
According to the driving instructor, there could have been less damage if some of the drivers had acted quicker.
These vehicles, they must have watched the side mirrors to see what is coming from behind. Unfortunately for the bus, to free the parking brake and then begin to move, it cannot be fast. You saw how the borders were escaping and the pedestrians. But unfortunately, the taxi was squeezed in between. It's a very unfortunate case. You must leave a distance of 3 to 4 seconds. Some good meters depending on the speed which you are driving. Because if this taxi had space between the bus and him, you could have escaped.
ATUHURA says more drivers need to acquaint themselves with defensive driving techniques.
Very important, especially the drivers who are already drivers like you and me, who are already in the system. It makes you build and become more professional driver, being able to and alert to avoid such accidents and how to maneuver, how to control in case of such a situation.